Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my dear students. Our lesson today is about conditionals type 1 and 2. Now let's start with a simple question. What is a conditional sentence? Conditional sentence, it means consists of two parts, as you see. The first part is a condition and contains F. And the second part is a result related or connected to the first one. So, if the first condition happens, the result will happen based on it. Like when I say, if you never try to learn, you will never know. So, if you don't try, you will not know. And further example, if we don't have crops for food, it will become very difficult for us to live. The second one, if the earth gets hotter, the ice will melt. But if the earth doesn't get hotter, the ice will not melt. Okay? So the first conditional here, it means it's the only condition that can happen. Okay? So if the earth gets hotter, it will be a problem for us. The ice will melt and may causes floods. For another example, will you come if he invites you? I think your answer will be yes. What will you do if it's too hot tomorrow? What will you do? You will stay at home. Like when I say, if you study hard, you will succeed. So if you don't study, you will not succeed, but you have to. Now, the rule is, in the first condition, we use F plus subject and present simple. It's in the first sentence, the condition sentence. And the result sentence contains a subject plus will or will not and the pair infinitive. If I have money, I will buy modern cell phone. So what will you do if you have money? Let's have more examples. We have F and the condition, and the second sentence the result. The condition sentence, it must be in the present simple, and the result sentence should have will and the base form. Like when I say, if I see Mary, I will tell her. If Tara is free tomorrow, he will invite her. And now try to answer those questions by yourself. Like we say, look at this. The first condition contains a present simple verb and the result contains will and the base verb. If a deer, yes, gets into your garden, it will eat all your plants. So the first sentence contains, as we say, a present simple verb. The second one, you play a higher insurance if you. What is the sentence of F? What is the condition? The second one. So the first sentence will be, you will pay a higher insurance if you buy a sport car. Okay, try to answer the rest of the questions. Now let's go to the second conditional. The second conditional, we use it to talk about unreal and untrue, imagined or impossible conditions. So we use it to talk about unreal situations. Okay? It contains of the first condition, the first sentence, the condition sentence, F, and a past simple tense. The second condition, the result, contains would, could, or even might. Like for example, when we say, if I lived in a large house, if I lived in a large house, I would have a lot of rooms. So, in fact, I don't live in a large house. But it's an impossible situation or unreal situation. Okay, just imagination. From my imagination, I imagined that if I lived in a large house, I would have a lot of rooms. Now, Note that the use of were is more preferred than was in second conditionals, like when we say, if she were a princess, she would live in a palace. If I were a fish, I would swim. So, why do we use were instead of was? Because it expresses about an unreal situation, and we mostly use it also to give advice. An expression like, if I were you. If I were you, it means you should. Okay? For example, when we say, if I were you, I would stop smoking. So the sentence here means you should stop smoking. Okay? Now let's have some practices. Look at the first sentence. You have to put the verb in the correct form. Okay? We said that the second conditional type, the second conditional F, contains of the first sentence condition, past simple, and the last one contains would and the verb form. So the first sentence will be, if I have enough money or had enough money. It will be had because I really don't have any money. So it will be, if I had enough money, I would lend you some. The second sentence, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, I would come to the cinema with you. The third one, if I, the past simple of verb to be, it will be what? It's supposed to be was, but we said we use were instead of it, okay? Why? Because it's unreal situation, expresses about unreal one. I am not rich. So, if I were rich, I would travel around the world. You have a chance to answer the the other question based on yourself. Okay. Now I think we have come to the end of the lesson, and back to you soon. Goodbye.